Hi, everyone. I am Boring History, and you are watching Deep Sleep Amazing History. Tonight's story is slow, soft, and meant to be heard with closed eyes. Please relax, breathe gently, and stay with me till the end. Let's begin. Long before the world became loud, before cities raced against time, before nights were stolen by glowing screens, there was once a place that believed sleep was more important than success. This place was not famous. It did not build tall towers. It did not conquer lands. Yet historians believe it was one of the most peaceful civilizations to ever exist. They called it the City of Rest. No one knows who named it. Some say travelers did. Some say the people themselves never named it at all because they believed names create noise and silence needs no introduction. The city was built in a wide valley, surrounded by slow-moving hills and trees that barely whispered in the wind. No sharp sounds lived there. Even birds sang softly, as if they respected the rules of the land. The streets were wide but empty, not because people were lonely, but because they never rushed. Walking fast was considered unhealthy. Running was seen as dangerous to the soul. Children were taught to walk slowly, to speak gently, and to pause before every decision. The people believed a calm mind could see truths that a fast mind always missed. Homes in the city were designed not for beauty, but for rest. Walls were thick, windows were curved, light entered softly, never suddenly. At night, lamps glowed dimly, just enough to guide the eyes, but never wake the thoughts. Beds were large and simple, no decorations, no distractions. Sleep was not something you earned after work. Sleep was considered the most important work of all. The elders often said, "A tired person makes mistakes, but a rested person makes history." There were no loud markets. Trade happened quietly, with hand gestures and soft voices. There were no angry debates. Disagreements were settled after rest, never before. If two people argued, they were asked to sleep first and return the next day. Most of the time, they never returned to argue again. The city believed anger was only exhaustion pretending to be strength. At the heart of the city stood a wide open garden. No statues, no monuments, just trees, grass, and slow water. People came there at sunset, not to talk, but to sit. They believed doing nothing was the purest form of wisdom. Some closed their eyes, some watched the sky fade into night, some simply breathed. Travelers who entered the garden often felt strange. Their thoughts slowed, their worries softened, their bodies felt heavier, as if sleep itself was calling them home. Many travelers stayed longer than planned. Some never left. The city had only one rule. It was not written, it was not shouted, it was announced by a single bell. The bell rang softly, once after sunset, and once before sunrise. When it rang at night, all work stopped. No tools moved, no doors slammed, no voices rose. Even guards rested, even leaders slept. The city believed a leader who doesn't sleep eventually becomes cruel. Years passed, decades passed. The city never grew large, but it never collapsed either. While other civilizations rose and fell, this one stayed quiet, unchanged, peaceful. People lived long lives, not because of medicine, but because of rest. They aged slowly, they died calmly. Death in this city was seen as the final sleep, not something to fear, but something to accept gently. Then one day, the world outside changed. Noise arrived, new cities rose, machines screamed, wars began. Travelers returned, searching for the city of rest, but the paths felt different. Some said the roads were gone, others said the valley felt empty. Maps no longer showed the city. Historians searched, explorers tried. No one found it again. Some believe the city was destroyed, others believe something more peaceful. They believe the city chose to disappear rather than live in a noisy world, that it faded quietly like a dream at morning, and that it still exists, but only for those who slow their minds enough to see it. Maybe you have been there before, maybe not with your body, but with your dreams. That place where everything feels calm, where nothing rushes you, where rest feels safe. Maybe that place is the city of rest. And now, this history slowly comes to an end. If your eyes are closed, keep them closed. If your thoughts are drifting, let them drift. Thank you for watching Boring History. If you enjoyed this calm journey, please like, subscribe, and share. I will see you in the next Deep Sleep History.